All right, I'm back here doing some more volumes. This one is a cylinder. So I've done two other videos here on this worksheet. So we started off with a rectangular prism, and then we did a triangular prism, and now we're doing a cylinder. So when you're looking for the volumes of shapes, usually a lot of the volumes will say base times height. And in this case, that's not really helpful because we need to know what the base's area is. So in the case of this, our base of the cylinder is a circle. So we want to find out what the area of the circle is. So we need to know what the area of a circle actually is. So that is pi times radius, squared. And then we take the height of it, because it's basically saying that this is a bunch of circles sitting on top of each other, layer after layer, all the way up to the top. So once we fill out that area at the bottom, it would just be repeated over and over again all the way up to the top of it. So we take the height of it. Now, it's really important when you are putting things into a calculator with these different volumes that you are doing order of operations correctly. So what I usually do is rearrange the equation to make sure that it does not calculate incorrectly. So order of operations, when we're doing something like this, we'll plug these numbers in first, and then I'll explain that a little bit more. So 3.8 is our radius because it is from the center of the circle to the outside edge of the circle. So I'm going to rearrange this, and I'm going to put the radius first. So 3.8, and then make sure this is centimeters. And then we're going to do squared. And then I'm going to do the height next, which is 5.8. Now, the order doesn't really make a difference which way you do this. And then I hit the pi button at the end. And the difference is when you are doing this, you got to be very careful with the calculator because the calculator is doing things based off of whatever you're telling it to do. And if you don't do this the right way, it will calculate incorrectly. So 3.8 needs to be squared. So on this calculator, if you're looking at this particular calculator, if this is what you've got, the square button is right here. So the square button, that's x squared, that's that button. You're going to hit that, and it's going to square the 3.8, which is your radius. I hit the equal sign. Now I have some decimals. Keep those decimals where they are. Now I'm going to multiply it by the 5.8. I'm going to hit that equals again. This is just me being crazy, but I always make sure I do that. And then I've got this decimal, and then I'm going to now hit times the pi button. So times, and on this calculator, this is kind of a gross looking calculator, but there's a pi button right here. You're going to hit that, and then you hit the equal sign, and you get this nice long decimal. So what I am going to do is take that 263, and usually when I do this, I usually round to the nearest hundredth, so 2 decimal places. So my volume for this one is going to be 263, and then we take 2 decimal places, so we go 1, 1. Now I look at that 1 right here, and look at the number after it. Now that is a 4, so I would not round the 1 up, so I'm going to cut that off at 263.11. We are doing centimeters, so this is going to be centimeters cubed, and that would be your finalized answer for this question. And if you want more questions like this, you can find these on my YouTube channel, You Want Algebra. Check them out under the volume section.